You've tuned in to the Top 10 Gardener with garden expert Ken Lain. Join him daily as he answers timely garden questions that are sure to make a difference in your gardens. Now, welcome your host, Ken Lain.
So, what's going on in the radio show host world is I've been doing this radio show for 20 years, long time. Terrestrial airwaves, traditional radio airwaves, broadcasts all over northern Arizona. And it's local content. It's made to be. And really, the outline for that is my weekly garden column. So, I write a column each week, gets broadcast or published throughout all the newspapers locally. And then I email that directly to my garden club members, folks that shop here, and it's actually more interactive. I think the one that comes right to our garden club members is much better because it's the original content. Newspapers tend to dumb it down. They take all the links out. They don't allow you to shop online or reference back out to other places. I'm trying to make it very interactive. So if it's an interesting topic to you, you can go, oh, and here is some more. Oh, here's how you buy those. Here's the different varieties. Here's where you go to research. Whereas they just go black and white, words, print, there we go. That's it. Some of the digital newspapers are getting better at embedding the links and getting the photos and that kind of stuff. But it's better coming directly from my desktop to yours. That's the outline for this show each week. And so it's hard coming up with 52 shows and there's a blizzard condition out right now. Well, you focus in on the article that's on houseplants and here's how you grow better African violets or whether that subject is. It's timely, it's ripe for the season that we're gardening here at this higher elevation. It's for us. And so that's the outline. So there's 6 segments. It's an hour program. I break those 6 segments up, and where the radio host world is going is digital streaming, trying to create the content once, get great quality, informative, people want to tune in type of garden advice on this one. And then we upload it to our personal podcast. We have a digital outlet. And this is brilliant. It's just six shows. And so I know the radio shows, the radio stations, they also broadcast that out. They've got the podcast through the radio station, but also I've got my own. It's called the Top 10 Gardener. Top, T-O-P, 10, the number 10, Gardener. No one took that name, so I said, hey, that sounds pretty good. I'll take the top 10. I tend to go down 10 lists anyway. Take a look at it. So every day we release one segment every day. So 6 days, 6 segments. And then on Sunday, we stitch it all together. We've got the hour-long program digitally available. You can get the Top 10 Gardener from any of if you're into that, if you're into podcast, you want local content that's for us right here, take a look, subscribe, do me a favor. If you could thumbs up or make a comment, Apple really likes that. Google really puts you in a favorable position. But I think we're going to pass our 30,000 mark downloads this month. So it's trending really big. I think there were 1,000 downloads just in the last few weeks. And so it's trending higher, bigger, better, stronger. And now it allows me to get a national audience. And so this garden content, we're the same as North Carolina. We're the same as Tennessee. We're the same as Nashville. We're the same as Albuquerque. We're the same. So this garden content works for all of us here. We share a lot of this at our garden classes. So every Saturday at 9:30, we've got a garden class. Today, it's this Saturday, the 24th, evergreens that bloom early. There's some that actually bloom. Next week's March 2nd, spring to-do list for better gardens. And then I want to give you a special invite, spring open house. We are going to have a launch like you've never seen. It's going to be big. The 15th, 16th, 17th. Of March. That's that weekend of spring. We've got our 62nd. Is that right? It's 60s. It's a big number. Spring open house. Now we're going to celebrate. We've got our vendors coming. We've got special grows coming. It should be really fun. The new plant introductions are going to be here. It's a fun gig. So March 15, 16, 17, join us. Throughout the week, Lisa and I camp out here at Waters Garden Center. We love talking to fans of the show. Waters Garden companion plants of February are Calgary carpet juniper, lily of the valley, pinyon pines, and peony.
Your grandmother would fall in love with these larger peony with so many colors to choose from.
There's nothing like the enormous flowers to add stunning pops of color.
Endearing springtime blooms are more than fragrant with luscious double flowers.
Shop the most perennial peonies in Prescott by store or online at watersgardencenter.com.
If you want a more fruitful garden, increased success in landscape that just feels better, then tune in daily to the Top 10 Garden Podcast. Years of tips, tricks, and garden shortcuts are guaranteed to make your gardens nicer than ever. Listen to this podcast or read Ken's weekly garden column by visiting watersgardencenter.com. That's Waters with 2 T's, gardencenter.com. Thanks for tuning in.